Yeah, what's going on? Check out this hat though. Yup. Make sure I got that printed right on the hat. But what's going on, y'all? It's your man Desert Eagle. I'm coming at you with another video. Alright, look, first of all, man, I want to start this off by thanking every last one of y'all for liking, subscribing to this channel. You know, for those that don't know, I'm sure a lot of you know, that's why y'all here pretty much. You know, YouTube and their bullshit policies. You know, getting very sensitive on the copyright nonsense, you know. But it is what it is, man. It's not, this ain't really something new, you know. I just wish they gave me a warning before they decided to give me a strike. But it is what it is. That's why I made a whole new channel, because, you know, that's how it's going to be pretty much. So like I said before, man, you know, you do me a favor, you know, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, share this with everyone else that, you know, that don't know by now, you know, that Desert Eagle made a new channel. So, you know, it'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, y'all, Carson Wentz being at 96 on the top 100 list, you know, Eagles fans tripping about it. Let's talk about it, man. Look, first of all, Eagles fans, let's not trip about this, man. You know, let's be real here. You know, I mean, I'm not even mad about it the slightest. I mean, one, it's nothing but a popularity contest, you know, and two, let's be honest. Carson Wentz, you know, missed the first 2 games of the season, and also missed the last 4 games of the season. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm not even, you know, tripping about it. I mean, it's not going to take away the fact that Carson Wentz is an amazing quarterback. I mean, there are times when players that hasn't really played, you know, not even a quarter of the season, ends up still being on the list. Or players that played fucking top notch aren't even on the list. So, I mean, that's why the list is nothing but a complete joke anyway. And I've been saying that, you know, even when Carson Wentz was number 3 in 2017 and was, in my opinion, him and Doug Peterson was robbed. You know, Doug Peterson getting robbed of Coach of the Year. But, you know, I'm not, you know, like I say before, you know, yeah, I ranted in that video, but I realized, especially after, you know, we won the Super Bowl that year, I realized the list is nothing but a complete joke. And, you know, if you're a fan that's, never witnessed, you know, your team win the Super Bowl, of course, you know, that's going to be something to brag about. Me, you know, I'm going to tell y'all, like, what Cowboy fans or Giants fans or you know what, no, we're not going to use them as an example, because they always, you know, use that as their comeback when they're, you know, all fucking cornered up and shit, and they abuse that comeback. We're gonna use someone more relevant. We're gonna use the Patriots as an example. I'm gonna give a shout out to Tyson and Deshaun Parks. I don't really know what happened to Tyson's channel, but, you know, shout out to him. I'm gonna use him as an example. They've always told us that, I mean, even though they've, you know, yeah, they could be a cocky fan base, but, you know, their team still give them a reason to, unless, you know, proven, you know, whether what really happened is true or not. But, you know, they've always told us that it doesn't matter if your team is on this top 100 list, MVP of the season, player of the offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, coach of the year, rookie of the year. You could be Pro Bowl. You could sweep the entire division, sweep a team, sweep a defending Super Bowl champions team. You could do all that nonsense. But if you do not achieve the ultimate goal, and that's to win the Super Bowl that year, then all those accomplishments that, you know, that everyone brags about is nothing but a season accomplishment, and it's going to be well forgotten the following year. So, I mean, that's what I look at it as. And I didn't realize it for sure until my team won the Super Bowl in 2017. The list is nothing but a popularity contest. All right? It's like I said before. You know, there are players that play really good that's not even on the list. Or there are players that play like shit and they're far, you know, down on the list or the top list or whatever. There are players that even played a quarter season and they're on the list. It's a popularity contest. But watch as you go further down on the list, it's going to get worse and worse. Now, I would agree if Patrick Mahomes was number 1 on the list. I feel like he deserves it. If not him, I'll say maybe Drew Brees. Other than that, or maybe Tom Brady. But other than that, the list is still a joke. It's a complete joke. All right. But being realistic, like I said before, I couldn't even expect Carson Wentz to be top 10 this year, this past season, because he missed the first 2 games of the season and the last 4 games. But that's not going to take away the fact that he's trash. He gets hurt just as any other quarterbacks get hurt. And I'm very confident this year, that he will be fine. Not only that, but he'll also, he'll have a great year. No doubt about it. He doesn't have to run and scramble around when we don't have a reliable running back. Now we got Jordan Howard. Darius Rose going to play on his final year. Corey Clement may come back. If not him, I guess Josh Adams. Miles Sanders, if he come back from his hamstring injury. I'm not sure what's going on from there. We're loaded with wide receivers. Offensive line, no, I don't think anything's changed besides Andre Dillard getting drafted. Steven Wisniewski coming back. Seimalu, apparently he's, been more reliable. I don't necessarily see how exactly. Maybe someone can convince me, but Eagles fans, don't trip over a joke of a list. Don't trip over that. We got bigger and better things to worry about. And we're talking about this upcoming season, what's going to happen today, training camp, what's going to happen during preseason, who's worthy of staying or not, the upcoming season, going against the Redskins, taking this division back, that's rightfully ours, that was taken away by a fluke, winning playoff games, or going all the way. And yes, I'm going to say Super Bowl. Now, am I going to jinx it and say guarantee we're going to win it? Nope. No, ain't none of that at all. None of that at all. But I will say this, and I'm going to give a shout out to Eagle Speed and RTP, because they make a perfect example what a real fan should do. And I didn't realize it for sure until the whole Eagle Speed situation happened. It's every team and fan's expectation of their team to win a Super Bowl. That's the main goal in the end. Out of 32 teams, we all have that one goal in common, and that's to win the Super Bowl. So, of course, it's natural for a fan to get upset, to say, we want to win the Super Bowl. I mean, if you don't have that mindset like you want to win the Super Bowl, then why are you a fan then? Why are you here? So that's why I just want to point that out there. But we have bigger and better things to worry about. The list is nothing but a complete joke. All right, Eagles fans, this is really nothing to trip about. Carson Wentz, don't let that shit judge who he is. We all know how good he is. The guy's generational talent. I would say him. I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes. I'm not sold on Sam Darnold nor Baker Mayfield, but we'll see. But then again, Baker Mayfield has been winning some games, with the Cleveland Browns. But we're going to see what they're really about, being the starter the entire season. We'll see, But new guys coming in, Deshaun Watson, I feel like they still need to beef up their offensive line, get some more help around, DeAndre Hopkins, But the list goes on, man. Lamar Jackson, I don't really think the guy is good, but they decided to trade Joe Flacco and use Lamar Jackson as a starter. I think that's a bigger regrettable decision than us letting Nick Foles walk and keep Carson Wentz. Now, keep in mind, and we're going to call this a spade, all right? Carson Wentz is the big reason why Nick Foles even had that opportunity to begin with. Is the big reason, all right? And, of course, you guys as a haters, y'all going to think otherwise, I'm going to try to say that, it was a big mistake, because Carson Wentz never, played the entire season. Well, this is why I'm going to prove you wrong in 2 cases. One, Carson Wentz finished in 2016, his rookie year. And 2, Nick Foles never played an entire season. So, don't know what to tell you. But Carson Wentz was the main reason. And I feel like, you know, it would have been the same outcome even if, you know, Carson Wentz, you know, was still playing. You know, but then again, I mean, you know, even though Jared Goff had a, an exciting season, you know, and he looked like shit in the Super Bowl, you know, even though I do hope and pray that doesn't happen to Carson Wentz, you know, but in the end, you got to say fuck it. You know, you gotta root for your quarterback, you know, to you know, now it's his time to shine, you know, to take him all the way up there. So, I mean, I think he would have been fine. I mean, he has that mindset that he wants to win. So, that's that. So, Eagles fans, that's enough of that chatter, you know. But don't trip over that, Eagles fans. Don't trip over that. You know, let's not trip over that. You know, we got bigger and better things to worry about over some joke of a list. And besides, Wednesday didn't really play the first 2 games of the last 4 games anyway. So I wouldn't really expect him to, you know, be in the top 10 or the top 15. And besides, you know, after his ACL injury, I felt like he was brought back way too soon anyway. He didn't look all that good. I mean, his accuracy was good, but, you know, there were a lot of costly mistakes that he made still. But, you know, I feel like he'll be 10 times better this year. So to hell with the list, you know, to hell with anybody that's trying to say Carson Wentz is terrible, you know, even though he continues to prove people wrong. You know, I'm going to say this. If your quarterback played way more games than Carson Wentz, yet his numbers are still neck to neck, I don't want to hear a damn thing. That is trash, bruh. Y'all should be having twice as many numbers as Carson Wentz. But if you played the same amount of years, played way more games, but numbers are still like somewhat neck to neck, I don't want to hear a damn thing. This is not even an argument. This is not even a discussion to talk about. Because if Carson Wentz played as many games, he would shit on it. He would shit on that quarterback. So that's that right there. Now, I know a certain fan base is going to dance. That's how it is, you know. I always wonder why my shoulder always getting a little rusty because someone's always dancing when I say that. Anyway, that's all I got to say, though. Shemaine does you checking on out of here, man. It is always fly, Eagles, fly, man. Fuck a list. Fuck a hater. Eagles Nation, stand the fuck up. Because football is about soon to be a month away. And you know what? Even though I'm keeping it humble, not getting all cocky or anything, but this team has a reason to be very exciting. And that's that. Don't trip over some damn list. All right? That's all I got to say. Fly, Eagles, fly.